Hello.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you're
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, fine. So as MATLAB implies that it is simply a matrix laboratory where you can download that MATLAB means here I was provided some link http and mathworks.com. So there you can go into that website and you can download that MATLAB software. Student version is available. You can download actually. So till now we have many advanced versions. Now in my laptop I'm using 2010 and 14 now because my works are supported to 2010 and 14. So in our college we have 2019 and 20 also. So if you want you can use that in college after going to college. So here I just want to give some basics about MATLAB. Then I will show you how to open MATLAB and how to type your command and how to utilize all different types of commands and what are the basic commands that we can use for your laboratory purpose. Those things I will explain. First of all, I will show you some basic commands which will be helpful for you. So how to open MATLAB that we know. First of all, simply we will have just a minute. So after completing your installation, yeah, you will get some desktop icons.
Venkatesh,
Here it is.
one minute. Venkatesh, just a minute. Just show them that version also. Okay. Which version it
Ah,
is MATLAB?
2010 and 14.
Okay, fine. Tell them
Both
like
both
okay, in MATLAB, when you see like in the icon, the version will be there. Okay, maybe like 2019A, 2028, 2000. That is like A, B, and C, like the revisions it will come. See, some modules they may add that. See, for a software update will come. Similarly for MATLAB also. So like R, which version it is there. Then if any update is there in that year, that will also be given. Venkatesh, you can continue.
Yes, thank you. So here in my desktop it is showing right MATLAB 2000 R 2010 and MATLAB R 2014. These are the two icons, right? I'm highlighting. So either you can use 10 or 14, both are almost similar. So here I am using 2014. So simply double click on that icon, it will be opened. Already it
So
was opened
you
actually.
have like you have almost all the versions. Like even we have 19, 20, 20 is also available. So which one is available? We have to see that one. Based on that, we'll go for. As of now, which he have installed is like R 2014. That is like MATLAB 2014. The version is like A version. Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
can
after if
continue.
you double
Yeah.
double click on that your MATLAB, it will open like this. Maybe these tabs we can change. Actually, we can change the positions of the tabs also. So for me, it is convenient. That's why I'm using like this. So here we will mainly see command window. So this is one of the place where we can give any types of commands to your MATLAB. I will explain what type of commands we can use. Those things I will explain. Again, there is one way that is the ways. If you check here, home option is there, right? So in that home option, if you click on new, it will show the different types of options, right? So in that, check this option, Simulink model. Simulink model in the sense there are some predefined blocks in your MATLAB. So we can use that predefined blocks like a trans function. Yes.
Venkatesh, just a minute. Like in MATLAB, in generally, as we said, like we can go for almost all the like calculations, right? See, maybe a matrix multiplication if you want, or maybe if you have to go for like an operation, that also can be done. Maybe logical operations you can do. The thing is like either there are two ways. Either you can go for writing the program, that is like writing the code. And if you are not well in writing the code, you can go for the Simulink. That is like Simulink model means in that one all the models will be available. That is like as block diagrams. You have studied the block diagrams, right? So models will be available as blocks. So you can just pick and drop those blocks. Venkatesh, can you just open that Simulink? The one icon is there.
Yes.
That is like just show that one. So this icon is there. That is like the Simulink icon. In that one, we have to double click. Just double click that one. So either you can just write the program, if that is like codes. If you are not well in writing the codes, you can go for the Simulink. That we say like Simulink blocks we say. Simulink blocks. In that one, almost all the blocks will be available. Maybe, for example, first order system, transfer function. English, anyone, you can just pick and drop any of the blocks. Maybe a transfer function, you can just pick and drop. Anything is fine. Just for, yeah, just drag and drop that one. Okay, we can just drag and drop this one. So what happens is, like, see, double you have drag and drop this one transfer function. Just double click that one. Okay, so see, in this one you have the numerator coefficient, denominator coefficient. So what is your transfer function? Just replace that numerator by 2, Venkatesh. 2 divided by, or 2 space 3 you put. 2 space 3. Okay, that also you replace by 3, any 3 digits, maybe 1 4 5, anything. Okay, okay, see, just expand that one, it's not visible. So what happens is, like, we can see that transfer function block we have taken. From the transfer function block, whichever transfer function we have, we can just edit it, okay, based on our requirements. Then just connect any one step input you connect, Venkatesh. Just connect any input. Step you connect. Let it be there, just connect step. Just check whether step input, just connect the step input. So this is like the step input block 1 by S. So from here we'll drag and drop to this one. Just drag and drop this one. Okay, and just go for any output. You go for any graph. Display graph will be there. Just go for our outputs. Sync, source or sync. See, in Matlab generally the inputs we'll say like sources. The output we say like sync. Okay, source and sync, input and the output. So either it can be a source or can be a sync. So just double click that one. Okay, then go and run that green play button is there. Just play that one. Just play. We'll see whether any, or we have to change the value and we'll give. See, this is the output response. So see, this is just like a small program. We have given a step input to a transfer function. So the step input acts on that system, and based on that one we got an output. So this is how we do in the Simulink. Did you understand what is Simulink? So in Matlab, either you can just write the program by using the codes, Matlab codes, or you can just use blocks. So if you are using the blocks, that is known as what? If you are using the blocks means we are using the Simulink. That is simulation. This is, say, Matlab is like a simulation tool. Okay, Venkatesh, you can continue. Like, just go to the slide and.
Yeah. Again, as I told you already, I'm using 2010 and 2014 versions, right? For example, if you want to know which version you are using, for example, you don't know whether which version you are using, simply you can type version here, version command here, simply TRSIVN, so that it will display the which version you are using. So here I am using R2014 here, right? So that's why it is showing some R2014 here version. So that is one of the command we can use to know your version. For example, you don't know which commands are helpful. For example, we want to use trans function, right? So we don't know where it is presented. As we already discussed, all those blocks will be available in this Simulink library, right? Just now we are shown. So this is Simulink library. So here all different types of blocks will be available. So you can go through those blocks and you will understand what are the different types of blocks will be available. like constant block, some gain, some display block, some demuts, next input output blocks. Those are the different types of addition blocks, subtraction block, multiplication blocks. Those are the different types of blocks will be available for mathematical operations. Like that, we will have different types of components, like resistor, inductor, capacitor, electrical components. Those are the things which will be available in sim power system. Again, machines, those are all available in sim power systems. So we will go through those blocks whenever we are discussing about that topic, right? So now I just want to show you, for example, you don't know where it is presented. Simply you can type help command, help, HELP, help. Then it is showing, right, different types of blocks and their names, their shortcut names, those things they will display. All types of different types of commands are here. Okay. Like here I have mentioned a few commands. Help, it is available packages, or it will display all the available packages in your system, in your Matlab. Again, help EL function, it is used to display our elementary function package. Again, if you want to use sine wave function, simply you can type help space sine. I will show. Yeah, help space sine function. So it is showing something, right? Sine is a argument. Some details about sine wave it is showing. Sine x. I will tell you how to model sine wave, how to take different types of plots, how to plot time domain analysis. Those things I will discuss later, because in later slides I added all those. Here, yeah. Again, help sine command, look for sine. For example, you don't know what is the function name of your sine function, then simply you can type look for command. You can type looking for something sine wave, because it in default Matlab sine wave is treated as SIN only, but we don't know. Usually if we want to type sine, in the sense we will type SIN here, right? So that is wrong command. So in that cases, even if you type wrong command, it will display all the terms which are related to those entered strings. Okay. Again, if you want to quit Matlab directly, you can by typing quit also you can terminate your Matlab window. Okay. Yeah. For example, if you want to write any code or something, we need different types of symbols, right? For example, if you want to do addition, for example, C is equal to A plus B, you want to do, for example, A has some value, for example, A is 2 and B is some value, for example, 3. So you want to perform mathematical operation of addition. So in that case, first of all, directly we can't give 2 as a number to the system, because it does not know what do you mean by 2. So we need to define some characters or variables to define to perform some operation. For that, I will give you one example. So here, let us assume that A is one of the variable. So I want to assign some number to A, for example. So here I am giving A is equal to 2. So in general way also we used to write A is equal to 2, in the sense 2 is the some numeric value which will be assigned to the variable A. That is our general terminology, right? So even in Matlab also it will treat like that also. So here I was entered as A is equal to 2. So if I press enter, so simply it is displaying the result. That means 2 will be saved in the variable A. Okay. Similarly, for example, B is equal to 3. So as usual, I am giving B is equal to 3. So I'm simply entering that value also. B is equal to 3, it was displayed. That means it is taking that value. So we want to perform some more addition, for example. So C is equal to A plus B. So simply enter C is equal to A plus B. A is 2, B is 3. So obviously C value will be 5. So why I'm explaining all these, in the sense, in order to perform any mathematical operation, we need some symbols or variables. So those variables may be letters. Usually we will usually letters we will use, right? So that's why here A, B, C are the different types of variables which are used for performing some operation. So that's why here I mentioned those points actually. What do you mean by variable? What do you mean by function? What do you mean by file name? Those things I was mentioned. If you want this PPT, I will give you no need to worry about that. So sometimes, for example, in English, we will sometimes will use capital letters, sometimes we will use small letters also. So MATLAB is also case sensitive. That means, for example, if we define something as with a small letter, for example, a equal to 2, I was mentioned here, right? For example, as well as b is equal to 3, I mentioned. Now I want to perform c is equal to a plus b. Now I was given like this: c is equal to capital A plus small b. Now what it is showing? Undefined function or variable, because here I mentioned small a, sorry, here I mentioned small a, but while doing a mathematical operation, here I am taking capital A. That means I'm not following the case sensitive operation. So MATLAB will be case sensitive. Whatever may be the symbol that you will use, whatever may be the variable that you will use, either small letter or capital letter, that only you have to use. That means simply it is a case sensitive MATLAB. Yeah, these are the different types of letters and symbols that we usually use, right? Yeah, fine. Again, what is file name? Actually, here we are taken some, here we are done something, right? In command window, we are taken some block, trans function block, and we are given some input and we are observing some output, right? But after completing all the designing process, we need to save that file, right? So in order to save the file, here there is shortcut option. Hopefully you are observing this. Save is highlighted, right? So if you press on that save button, it will be saved. So here why I am using underscore. So I will show you. If I won't use underscore, what will happen? If I use underscore, what will happen? Here I was given transfer space modeling, right? So simply I am pressing save option. It is showing some error, right? Transfer modeling is not a valid model name because it is not a valid MATLAB function name. That means while giving the name, MATLAB will take the value of that
Venkatesh, it's
the
not
name.
audible.
Now you can observe.
It was not audible.
Hello.
And now it is fine. Okay.
Okay, so thank you. So here I'm using underscore symbol in order to eliminate that space. So now I will press save option. Yeah, you can observe here transfer modeling. File name came here, right? That means it was saved. So while giving any file names, don't give any spaces in between the words. So that is a mandatory thing. Okay. So as sir already just now told, we can design any tasks in two ways. One is as by using a Simulink model. Just now we are done, right? We are taken trans function and we are simulated, right? So this is Simulink model modeling. Another one is script filing. That means coding. So here you can observe an option, right? New script. So if you click on that new script, like C language, those things you will observe. We will have some window there. There we used to give all the coding part, right? So here in MATLAB also we can give script format. For example, same operation what you have done, addition operation we are done, right? So same operation I am doing with the this coding part. So let us assume that A is equal to 2. We are given. Next B is equal to 3. Yeah. Next C is equal to, we want to perform addition. So A plus B. So here I was given C is equal to A plus B. Now before proceeding to the next step, we need to save the file, right? So here I am saving the file. Yeah, NI lab. Yeah. So simply addition operation. So here you can observe one thing, right? Save as type. Here it is showing something, right? Save as type .m or all files. Usually all coding part files will be saved with the extension of .m. So here it is showing .m, right? Because it is a coding part file. All the command window files or Simulink modeling files will be saved as .slx in 2014 and advanced versions. In previous versions, it will save it as .mdl file, MDL, okay? Modeling file simply, MDL in the sense. So here I am saving with .m. So no need to give here because it will defaultly, it will take it as a .m extended with the .m. So just give the name, it will defaultly take it as a .m, edition.m. So simply I'm saving. Now, if you want to run the file, here is the green symbol, right? Run option. So you can click on that simply. So I'm giving some path or change the folder also because we are created new folder, right? So if you want to observe the results in command window, it will display. So here it is command window, right? So what we are given, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, then we are performing C is equal to A plus B. So A is equal to 2, it is displaying, B equal to 3, it is displaying, and C is equal to A plus B, that is 5 answer. So that's it. So in that way, we can perform operation in both ways. One is by modeling way, command modeling way. Another one is by
That is by
scripting way.
using the Simulink or by using the
By
script. Okay.
script file.
See, any doubts till now? Anyone have any doubts? Like, see, you are new to this system. I can understand, but still, like, whether you understand the basics. Hello.
Yes, sir. Like it.
Yes, sir.
Fine. I guess like it will take time for you people, but like basics you are understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah, fine. Okay.
Hope everyone is not sleeping, right?
It's fine, Venkatesh. What we'll do is like we'll just show some one example. We'll show like for a transfer function. Like in the
Sure.
meantime, like every day we'll have like 10-15 minutes this class. Like if you say the entire thing in one day, like they won't understand. Like
Yes,
we'll just
yes.
show one like any of the problems today. Maybe like any slides, or you can explain one or two slides and the basics. Then we go for any one example. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Like it will be difficult for them to understand. You say the entire
Yes,
thing.
sir. Yes, yes. But first of all, if you want to do any basics also, we need some minimum basics, right? So those things only I am teaching actually. So I will tell you one more basic, that is
Like
matrix formulation. So
matrix you say, then it will be easy for you. Matrix and also one transfer function. Okay, because like they have
sure,
studied control system, so like
sure,
then they will understand that concept.
sure, sir. So here I want to display some matrix, right? So let us consider matrix may consist of rows and columns, right? Let us assume m by n matrix with 2 rows and 2 columns. So let us again we need to save that matrix in some variable, right? So here I am taking one variable as capital A. So capital A will be the one of the matrix to represent one matrix. So here A is equal to, here I want to display 2 by 2 matrix, right? So 2 by 2 matrix in the sense, 4 elements will be presented one by one, first row, first column element, 1 by 2, first row, second column element, 2 by 1 and 2 by 2, right? So first of all, give some random numbers here. First 1 by 1 element will be, let us consider as 1. Next 1 by 2 element, that means first row, second element. Let us treat it as second. So this is first row, right? We need next second row. So if you want to go to second row, you need to press semicolon option, then it will go to second row. So next 2 by 1, so second row first position element, that is 3. Again 2 by 2, second row second element, that is 4. So matrix will be completed, right? So brackets will be closed. So whenever you are taking any matrix, you need to use square brackets. That's why here I used square brackets, right? So simply press enter. So we got right 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 2,
Venkatesh,
3,
go
4.
go with some like a normal bracket, then they will understand like what error it is.
Sure, we will take
Just
that
copy
one.
that one. You can just copy that one or press up arrow.
So here I am eliminating those square brackets and I am placing the normal brackets. Now I am pressing enter. See, it is showing some error, right? Unexpected MATLAB expression. That means you are giving some expression with some error. So what error here we are given square brackets. So that's why while defining any matrices, you need to take only square brackets only. If you give general normal brackets, it won't accept. It will be error for matrix only, right? So that's why it is showing error. So same. I'm taking A is equal to something again. B matrix I'm taking. Let us take B also same row and column size, for example. So in that case, how we need to give same? We need to use square brackets. Some random numbers I'm taking. 4 space 5. Next, we need to give semicolon. Next, 6 and 7. Just close that bracket. Now enter. So simply it is displaying as well A as well as B matrices. Now we can perform any mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, anything we can perform. Okay. So fine. For example,
Excuse me, sir.
tell me. Sure.
Sir, here we have only two rows and two columns. If we have
Yes.
some large matrices, what we should do? Whether we have any other shortcut for entering the large matrices?
For large matrices. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we have to enter that one, right?
Sir?
We
Revision.
have to give the values actually.
We
For
have to
example,
get the
you
values.
said
Even if it is
you
like
said
10 cross 10, we have to give the values.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay, fine.
okay.
things
Like
will be known,
can,
then only
can't
we
we
can.
What?
can't we generalize some expressions like aij or something like that?
No, then also we have to give the values like aij is equal to 1, aij equal to 2. Like when it is like, if it is like recursive, if the same value is repeating again and again in some some large programming, there we define that one initially.
Yeah.
Then that
Okay.
way we can do. Like we'll assume
Okay.
like similar to C programming, we'll define those values.
Okay, sir.
See
Okay.
here itself, like A and B he has given, right? He can do A cross B, and next he can give like A plus B. That he can give, but we have to define that one.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
wherever it is, like we have to define that initially.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I will tell you one more for this actually. In a C language also, for example, if you want to enter some string, some group of data, right? You will use for and for loops, right? So with that for loop also we can generalize one program, but values you have to enter. Even it is a large matrix, you have to enter each and every value. But for generalization, we can use some programming like with the uses of for loop we can take and we can do that actually. Hope you understand what I said. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So here I'm taking A and B values, right? So simply I want to perform addition operation. So C is equal to A plus B. It is adding, right? You know matrix addition, subtraction, divisions, right? So those things you can check. So first row, first element will be added to first row, first element of the subsequent matrix. Like that it will perform, right? Addition operation. So that those results you can check. C is equal to A plus B, it will give you. And if you want to perform subtraction, C is equal to A minus B. It will give you different of those two matrices, C and B matrices, right? So again, actually, while defining variables, here I am giving like this. For example, A is equal to, or this matrix only can take. A is equal to 2 by 2 matrix I was given, right? Then it is displaying that value. For example, if you have more number of input data you are giving, you know input values already. Again, it is displaying means it is consuming more amount of memory, right? So in order to eliminate that, we will use one command or some symbol to eliminate the displaying of those results. Simply same matrix I am taking 1, 2, semicolon 3, 4 square brackets closed. If I apply semicolon after entering the input data, then what is happening? Nothing displayed, right? That means whenever if you use semicolon at the end of assigning the variables, it won't display. Again, I'm eliminating that semicolon. Then we will check what will happen. Yeah, now it is displaying, right? Like this, we can, if you want to give multiple inputs, in that case, if you use semicolon, then it won't display the data at the next interval, simply. That is your wish. If you want to display, you can display by eliminating that semicolon. If you don't want to display, simply use semicolon to eliminate that display of what it is taking. This is only for checking where we are given something, right, but we don't know whether it is taking exactly or not. So in order to know that, we need to eliminate that semicolon, then only it will display. Yeah. For this, I will show you one more example for matrix handling. Yeah. Before going to that, yeah. Now I am taking one square matrix, right? Now I will take a symmetrical matrix like A is equal to 2 by 3 row matrix. I will take, so 1 space 2, 2 rows, 3 columns, so 1 space 2. Next, 2 space 1 as well as 2 space 2, 3 space 1 as well as 3 space 1, right? 2 by 3 matrix, 2 rows, 3 columns we should get, right? So 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is one complete row. Next, 4 comma 5 comma 6. Is it okay? Yeah. It is showing 2 by 3 matrix. So whenever if you want to shift to the next row, simply place semicolon. So here I want 2 by 3 matrix. So that's why initially I was given 3 elements, because we need to get 3 columns, right? So that's why initially I was given 1 space, 2 space, 3. Now I will get 3 columns. Next I need to shift to next row, because 2 by 3, only 2 rows will be there. That's why I placed a semicolon. Then again I am entering those 3 column values, 4, 5, 6. So in this way you can display. For example, if you want only 1 by 3 matrix, sorry, 3 by 1 matrix, that means 3 rows and single column. Then how we have to give? A is equal to 1. We need to shift into next row, right? Semicolon 2, semicolon 3. Simply close the square, close with square brackets and press enter. So simply we are getting right 3 rows, single column. So likewise, we can take any matrices based on our requirement. So that is a way to how to define all the matrices. Here I am given different types of examples. It's different types of row and column ratios I am explaining actually. Yeah. Next, for example, you have an array. Array in the sense, as you will learn in your C language, right? Arrays and structure, array, those things you will hear. Yeah. For example, I have one data which starts from 0 and which is ending at 10. But I want to display array of data in between 0 and 10, each one having an interval of 1 differences. For example, you have 0 to 10 number of data. Those data you want to display. How to display those type of arrays? So simply I'm using a, some symbol variable is equal to. So actually there is one format to define an array of data. Somewhere I mentioned that actually. Yeah, here. So you can check here. This is the format to give any array. So first one will be begin. Next one will be interval. That means difference of any 2 consecutive numbers. And final one will be end. So like this format we will follow. Here I am showing, right, x is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 9. That means this x value will start from 1 and next consecutive number has a difference of 2 and finally it will terminate with 9. So what will be the result you can expect? Here it should start with 1, right? So that's why it is 1. Next number should be 2 difference. So this middle one will be the interval, that means difference. So that's why 1 plus 2, 3. And next one is also 3 plus 2, 5. And 5 plus 2, 7. And 7 plus 2, 9. Plus 9 plus 2, 11. But we said that it should terminate with 9 only, right? So we will check that in command window. Yeah. So A is equal to 1 is to 2 is to 9. Simply press enter. So here it is displaying, right? Result as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. That means it is started with 1 as we are defined here. It should start with initial value 1 and each one having a difference of 2 and final value should be 9. So that's why 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Clear? If you have any doubts, so I can ask, no problem. In between you can ask me, no issue. Here also, one more example. Y is equal to 3 is to 5. That means here I am not given third value, right? So as I said, our format is this: begin, interval, and end. But here I was given only two values. That means here I am not mentioning the interval. Simply I was given 3 is to 5. That means here is the array which should start with 3 and end with 5. In default, it will take each interval as 1. So the same thing we will check here in the command window. So let us consider A is equal to 1 is to some 8. Simply I was given A is equal to 1 is to 8. That means I am saying that A value should start with 1 and ends with 8. But I am not mentioned the intervals. So simply I will press enter, we will see what will happen. So simply it is displaying from 1 to 8. Because in MATLAB it is pre-defaultly pre-defaultly defined as it has to take each interval as 1. So that's why it is showing 1 to 8. Even I am not mentioning the intervals. Yeah, these are the different types of formats I was given. If you want, you can refer this PPT so that you will understand. You can practice also. After installing MATLAB, you can practice. For example, transpose. If you want to do transpose of any matrix, for example. So here we can use transpose symbol as this one, highlighting symbol, single quote. So let us take, already we have defined B, right? So simply B is equal to A single quote. So here A value is this one, right? Matrix with a single row. We are transposing that matrix, right? That's why this entire row matrix will be converted into column matrix. That's why all values of B are displaying in column, single column. That is transpose. Again, you can do multiplication, division, inverse, those things. For example, if you want to do inverse, but there is one condition, right? If you want to perform inverse operation, matrix should be square matrix. Otherwise, we can't perform inverse operation. So that's why we need to define some square matrix. That's why I'm defining again. So A is equal to 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to do inverse of this function, right? So for inverse, there is one command that is inv inverse. So simply I can type it as inv of matrix A. But we need to save the result, right? That's why we need to assign with some other matrix. So let us name it with B. So B is equal to inv of A. So simply it is doing inverse of that matrix. We know inverse in the sense joint of that matrix divided by determinant of that matrix. So if you perform that both operations, adjoint as well as determinant, you will find this this value, this result definitely. Okay, that is a way to perform inverse operation. Again, multiplication, division, those things we can do. Again, in multiplication. Yeah. For example, you have matrix A, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. And let us assume that you have one more matrix, some C is equal to 1, 3, 4, and 6. So you have two matrices. One is A matrix with 2 by 2 rank, and another one is C matrix with 2 by 2 dimension. Now I want to perform. Yeah. For example, multiplication in the sense you all know. For example, if two matrices are there, A and B, if you want to perform multiplication, how you will do? This 2 by 3 is multiplied with this This 1 by 4, right? Hope it is audible, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, sure. So here, how we will do matrix multiplication? This 2, 3 values will be multiplied with 1, 4. Then that result will be stored in 1 by 1 position. Similarly, this 2, 3 will be multiplied with this 3 by 6, 3 and 6. Then that result will be stored in 1 by 2. Like that, multiplication will be takes place. For example, I want to multiply these two matrices A and C matrices individual elements. That means first row first element should multiplied with second matrix first row first element. Similarly, first row second element should multiply with first row second element. That is not usual multiplication, right? Usually multiplication in the sense this 2 by 2 and 3 will multiply with 1 and 4. Then that will be stored in 1 by 1 position, right? Now I want to perform individual element multiplication. For that, how we have to perform multiplication? That means here 2 elements should multiply with 1, 3 elements should multiply with 3, 4 elements should multiply with 4, 5 elements should multiply with 6. We will check how we have to give command to perform the individual multiplication. Here I am taking one more variable, d is equal to a, simply give dot. Dot, whenever if you give dot option in the sense that matrix individual elements will be treated for mathematical operation. So we want to perform multiplication, right? So simply enter. Now we can check. Sorry, we have taken C, right? Not B. So D is equal to A dot C. 2, 9, 16, 30. You can check what is A matrix. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? What is C matrix? 1, 3, 4, 6, right? You can compare. We want to perform individual multiplication, right? So 2 should multiply with 1. Then the result will be 2. So you can check here. So result is 2. Next, first row second element. 3 should multiply with first row second element in C matrix. 3. That means 3 into 3, 9. So here it is 9. Again, similarly, 4 should multiply with 4, 16. 5 should multiply with 5. Yeah, 6, sorry. So 6 into 5, 30. So here is your result. Hope you understand what I said. Similarly, we can perform division operation also. Here I was mentioned, right? E is equal to A dot slash A, forward slash in the sense division. Here I was given dot, dot in the sense individual elements will be division. Otherwise, if you eliminate that dot, likewise, in general way it will happen. And someone asked, right, how to perform if you have multiple types of data. For example, data you are entering in matrix, large matrix. So for that case, you can use these for loops. I will tell you now. I don't want to discuss this because that is some advanced thing. So later we will discuss some other time. This if condition, those things we will discuss later.